Hi, I'm Louis Lang, and I graduated from the University of Chicago in 1983.
My name is Amy Ho, and I was the class of 2017 at University of Chicago.
I'm Dr. Derek Robinson, a member of the class of 2005.
Hi, my name is Wilma Chan. I am a 2013 grad.
My name is Jeffrey Kuo. I'm a 2008 University of Chicago Emergency Medicine residency graduate.
Hi, my name is Dr. Travis Cosban. I graduated in 2016.
Hi everyone, my name is Garth Walker. I graduated in the class of 2019.
So Thomas Fisher, I finished residency in the class of 04.
Most recently, I've been working as Senior Vice President at the ACGME, where I get to try and improve the training for every resident in our country. Along the way, I was a DIO and Chief Academic Officer at Hennepin for 20 years, and Associate Dean and DIO at the University of Minnesota for 7 years.
Since then, I completed a fellowship in administration, and I am now the Director of Clinical Informatics and also core faculty at John Peter Smith Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas. Before then, I was actually the Assistant Medical Director and then the Associate Medical Director before I found my niche in clinical informatics.
And I went on after residency to do an ultrasound fellowship in Boston, as well as get a master's in education. Since then, I took on a job at the University of Pennsylvania, Department of Emergency Medicine, and became the inaugural director of ultrasound education at the Perelman School of Medicine.
I'm the medical director of our flight care program. I'm the medical director of our one ground EMS service that we have within our system. I also run corporate wellness in the state of Mississippi for our healthcare system.
Since I've graduated, I've been at Northwestern with the Buehler Center of Health Economics and Policy, focusing my research on social determinants of health, health equity, gun violence, as well as opioid disparities.
In addition to working my primary ER job, I also am the founder and current medical director for the San Vicente LGBTQ clinic out here. It is the largest LGBTQ specifically run and patient-centered clinic in the entire West Texas region. We do anything from HIV prevention, management. In addition to that, we also do transgender care. I write most of the letters for the transgender patients that are seeking gender affirmation with the state of Texas.
And since then, I've been pursuing the creation of a more just and equitable healthcare system, largely through policy. And that began with an RWJ Clinical Fellows program, took me into academia. I worked on the Affordable Care Act as a White House Fellow.
I was president of SAM, where I started the Journal Academic Emergency Medicine, and I was president of the American Board of Emergency Medicine. And I also started the academic department at the University of Minnesota.
And I oversee the ultrasound education of about 640 students in a longitudinal fashion.
And then what you see behind me is actually the Superdome in the field. I have been the airway management physician for the New Orleans Saints over the past 11 seasons.
I work as one of the medical doctors at Burning Man. They have an entire ER set up for the week there, and so I work as one of the doctors at Burning Man.
Beyond that, I also am the medical director of multiple music festivals.
I'm also a speaker, so I have been on multiple TEDx talks, as well as a speaker at Fem&M, which is for women in medicine, and also a regular speaker at the big ASAP conference.
And spent a decade leading health insurance companies, large and building a small one into about 300 million in revenue.
I practiced emergency medicine at Jesse Brown Hospital, and I've also helped co-found a tech platform as well as a nonprofit. So with respect to your clinical training, you're going to be challenged straight up front. And from right when you walk in, you're going to be intubating right away. You're going to be doing procedures right away. And what's going to help you thrive is the environment to take risks.
The diversity of the training sites that we had was really a great draw to the program, to be able to go to different community sites and then to go through our trauma training there. It was really, really a great asset.
Chicago is, let's say, robust in its trauma patients, and the training you get in trauma at U of C is just unrivaled.
When you think of University of Chicago, you really think about a place that's going to prepare you for anything.
We see high volume, and we have an opportunity to take care of some of the sickest people around, and we see complicated presentations.
And then by the time you're getting to your third year, you'll be able to run a whole room. be able to teach and lift other people up, which is one of the most powerful experiences that you'll be able to have throughout residency.
I now work at 2 very large level 1 trauma centers, and there's never a moment where I feel like I'm sweating or there's something that I can't do.
And by the time I was able to transition to being an attending, I was more than prepared in terms of the acuity that I saw at University of Chicago, the breadth of patient presentations, the mixture of academics and complex patients, as well as just bread and butter emergency medicine presenting to the ER.
I also learned I wanted to care for the poor and disadvantaged patients, just like we have at U of C.
And of course, our patient population. So many of them are sick and under-resourced. It's really wonderful to be able to actually take care of patients that really do need you. Our patients were really quite amazing. We have such resilient patients, sick patients, but also grateful patients that we see again and again throughout our different sites. And I was always very, very humbled by that.
As I reflect back on my experience, many things stand out. The incredible patients that taught me clinical lessons for life, the extraordinary network of fellow residents and attending physicians within the hospital, and the unwavering commitment of the program to diversity and inclusion, which is sustained today.
The other part of the University of Chicago that really stuck with me and struck me as so important was diversity and inclusion.
University of Chicago is an extremely diverse program.
A residency program like this is very unusual in its national recruitment, its intrinsic diversity.
When I got to go interview there, I really felt that it was a place that had not only a welcoming vibe, but a welcoming vibe for everybody. Having grown up in the South, I felt like many places the LGBTQ component of my career and my personality was something that was very much just tolerated as opposed to celebrated. Going to University of Chicago was the first place where I really felt like diversity was recruited for and actively celebrated and endorsed.
There were very few diverse programs and programs who actually reflected a justice agenda and one that is equitable. And now there remain very few, but this is one that has decades of track record, and that's very unusual and special.
It was really, really refreshing for me to see that the University of Chicago made such an effort to prioritize diversity.
Having that experience to be with individuals from all walks of life and different types of backgrounds, it really has allowed people such as myself, as well as others, to think about the world differently and think about our role as emergency physicians as just not being emergency physicians, but being leaders that are able to advance the call of equity, justice, as well as innovation in our world.
I really respected and found a lot of inspiration and guidance from my peers there.
Everyone in my class was smarter than me, and that was a good thing.
Especially my senior residents at the time, who went on to do really amazing things.
Being surrounded by smart people forced me to learn from them and think like they do. I had to ask, answer, and explain everything based on evidence.
As always, you end up recruiting the best residents out there. A group of residents I think are resilient and strong and smart. I'd be lucky to do this residency all over again with you guys.
The University of Chicago takes the strongest medical students that we believe will ultimately lead to exceptional physicians.
The name that comes with training at U of C, both in emergency medicine and just outside of medicine. When I tell people I trained at University of Chicago, there's always a level of them being impressed no matter what.
When I went into emergency medicine, all I knew was that I wanted to teach. When I looked at the recent U of C grads, many went into academic careers and many became department chairs. And all I knew was that I wanted to go to the University of Chicago because I wanted a career like the ones that they've had.
I had the opportunity to get some excellent training, and the benefit of a broad alumni network across the country has also helped open doors, and now it's bigger and even more broad. And one of the upsides of having one of the largest and oldest residency programs in the country is that there are a ton of people who are in all kinds of different niches around the country who are interested in your success, and we're interested in my success, and we're willing to help along the way.
U of C really helped train me for my career.
All of these things that I just didn't think of as being within the scope of medicine were part of the University of Chicago program and really allow you to expand your idea of what medicine can be. So they really give you a sense of exploration within the field of medicine beyond just strict academics, strict private sector. And so I think that sense of exploration is one of the most essential and most wonderful things that the University of Chicago instilled.
It was the attendings and the program leadership that invested in me rather than investing in a pitch or a project or my career aspirations.
And when I think about the leadership that we've had, they played a critical role in terms of who I am.
There's not just one track of how you can be a doctor, and I think University of Chicago represents that well. University of Chicago really delivered kind of in every aspect of my training, and I'm super thankful to have gone there, and I just hope that you guys can have the same opportunity that I had.
Enjoy every day of your residency, work hard during your career, and appreciate the difference that you can make in the lives of your patients.
I wish you the best of luck on the interview trail. Certainly this is going to be one of the most important interview experiences that you have, because the legacy of this program is incredible, and I certainly hope that you have an opportunity to join that legacy. So have a great day, and thank you for visiting with us.